Hey guys, it's me again. Just going to do a quick MLB awards season preview. Um, right now, a lot of people are going bananas about this. I'm seeing a lot of debates on Twitter. I'm seeing a lot of debates kind of everywhere about which way people are leaning. So I figured I'd give my 2 cents. I put up a blog post on my blog, which is themain.wordpress.com, probably 2 weeks ago on this. And some people have mixed reviews about it. It's a really heated topic. Let's start off with the American League MVP. So there's a lot of different ways to look at this. So some people are going to look at it as a purely statistically driven thing. The best player should win, and that's all she wrote. But what is the best player? In my opinion, when you look at stuff like this, you have to really look at it from an old school and new school approach. So if you're looking purely at the analytical approach, Mike Trout's having another Mike Trout year. When it's purely statistically driven, I don't know if anybody can really beat him. He does so many things well. It's really tough to do much. So right now you're looking at Altuve. Altuve's got like a 6.7 WAR. All the stats I'll use are from Fangraphs. Trout's a 7.1. He's well on his way to another 8.5, 9 WAR season, which is it's clockwork for him. The walk rate's massive. The power's there. He's stealing more bases again. But at the end of the day, his defense is average at best. And his team's complete shit. Complete crap. They've got nothing going for them. And realistically, it's probably going to eliminate him from the race. Altuve, he's 3'9", somehow 20 home runs. His ISO's 210. He's slugging .571, which I think is putting him second or third in all of baseball, which is just silly for a guy's size. I looked up a thing the other day for players 5'7" and under. He's, other than Hack Wilson, he's having the greatest season ever by a short guy. He does everything so well. He's a mediocre defender, but he steals bases. Like I said, 20 home runs. He doesn't strike out ever. It's less than a 10% K rate. It's really hard to say anything negative about him. And then on top of that, he's hitting .361 with a .372 BABIP. That's his average might be slightly BABIP baited, but now we're seeing a trend here over the last couple of years where this guy can just hit. It doesn't matter what ballpark he is in. It doesn't matter who's in the lineup around, whether he's hitting leadoff 2, 3. It doesn't matter. It's tough to see him not winning this award at this point. I think when I did this 2.5 weeks ago, Josh Donaldson was right there. His walk rate's way up. He's slugging over .550. He's hitting .290 with at best average BABIP. There's no aiding there at all. And at the end of the day, between the three of them, he's the best defender. He's on, in my opinion, I am a Jays fan. I'm not going to lie to you there. He's also on the best team amongst the three. So, and if he has a really hot September, I could honestly see him taking this award again. He's going to finish probably around 35 home runs. He's going to finish probably north of 100 RBIs for a guy. It's basically hitting the 2-hole all season. He's having just a great year. 6.3 WAR. The K rate's 16.9, so he's still improving, which is crazy because it's not like he's 25. He got caught stealing a base actually the other day for the first time since 2013. I know he doesn't run a lot, but it says something about the way that he plays the game. He really thinks his way through it, right? If I had to put money on it, which I probably will, unless they fall short of the playoffs, I think Altuve has it on lockdown. The raw numbers on the analytical side and on the old school baseball home run RBI batting average side look great. his team's performing well. I think it's going to be hard to steal from him. If Mookie Betts has a monster September, he could steal that award. I could see it. He's another solid defender, and he is on fire right now. Doesn't walk pretty much at all, which is, for me, that hurts your stock a little bit. His inability to kind of get those extreme high levels of on base kind of cuts down on everything else. But look at him as a dark horse pick. So moving on to the NL, it's a 3-man race, and I know right now some people are trying to throw Anthony Rizzo in there as a legitimate option. Some people are trying to throw Justin Turner in there. I've heard a couple Brandon Crawfords and one person on Twitter, I can't remember which Major League writer it was, I'm assuming a Braves writer, is trumpeting Freddie Freeman right now, which is ludicrous on a team that might lose 100 games. Corey Seager, Daniel Murphy, Chris Bryant. Corey Seager, I believe 2 rookies ever have won the MVP award. One was Ichiro. The season that he's having is something I haven't really seen before. He's a kid. Obviously, he was number 1 prospect in baseball, and he came in with all of this hype, and there's been no falling short of it. Like Correa and Lindor had great seasons last year, and they're nothing compared to what Corey Seager did this year. He's going to finish probably banging his head on 30 home runs. He's right now he's at 322 average. He could very well continue to climb in that category. When it's all said and done, he might have an OPS north of 950. He has to keep it going, though. And then beyond that, he is an elite defensive shortstop. So you give him that defensive value in a spot like that. For me, he's the front runner. I get the Bryant stuff. He's going to hit 40 home runs. He's probably going to drive in 125. He's going to score 125. He's going to drive in 110. His walk rate's climbing. His average is over 300, which I did not think Chris Bryant was going to be that guy. And he's shown to be a very respectable defensive player. I'm glad they've decided to stick him where he is and not fuck about too much. But, 6.8 WAR, so he's got some analytical advantages over Seager. I just think that the fact that he's got a deep lineup in there, Seager's basically alone. I know Adrian Gonzalez has his moments, and they've tried to acquire guys with Josh Reddick, and I just don't really see much there. So Corey Seager's essentially ran that club. And then as kind of a long shot, which sounds weird for a guy that's going to have 30 home runs and maybe a 350 batting average, Daniel Murphy, you can't field his position. That's clear as day. At best, if you want to call him a mediocre defender, sure, you can be that guy. I don't believe that for a second. What we've gotten him is a decent Nationals team. With Bryce Harper having the year he's having, you look at the fact that Daniel Murphy's really just become the man on that team. I don't think a lot of people saw that coming. They've got other guys that can do their jobs and whatnot, but Murphy has become an absolute tank. Doesn't really walk. He's rolling around the same kind of area as Mookie Betts. Doesn't strike out at all with a 10%, 10% K rate or something in that area. His BABIP's 346 on a 347 average. You're looking at Daniel Murphy with an OPS over 1,000. So you can call him a long shot. I don't think he's going to get the votes. I really think the stories surrounding Seager and Bryant are going to win that. Expect a close vote, though, a lot closer. Even though the AL has a lot of people that can compete for this, I really honestly believe that the NL vote is going to come down to this. So that's it. So those are my MVP picks. I'm going to do another one about the Cy Young races and my thoughts there. That'll probably be up later today. And until then, I'll see you soon.